CS 746. It is Wednesday, February 12th. We're going to do a quick project update here, and I'm going to post this as a recording for the people who are not online, obviously, if I've already chased out of the meeting, the Teams meeting. Have you seen your data files on Blackboard yet? Then it should be shared in Blackboard. Is that supposed to be a message, an announcement, or an announcement? A message. Okay, so you should have received a message saying where your data files are. Okay. If not, contact one of us, me, Ajay, Harika. Mail is in the same format, or mail in that same form we discussed in the class earlier, where you had your subject line. We're talking about the CS 746 project and your team name and so on. Otherwise, there's a chance we might miss the mail and you wouldn't get any replies from us. Actually, for me, there's a chance I'll miss the mail just because I don't remember to check my mail. So understand the data. We need more time to understand the data. So look at it carefully. Got to familiarize yourself with the terminology that's used in the data sets, what it means, right? Play around with the data, do some exploratory data analysis on it. Do your research on the area of the topic. Go out to find some research papers. You know, you're in a graduate level class, master's class, so going out there and finding papers on your own is part of the expectation. Look at what research has been done in this area to familiarize yourself with the work that's being done there. Think about what needs to be done with the data you have in your hand, in your data file. If you think there is something missing from the data file, it needs to be enhanced, right? You can enhance it. One simple way to enhance things is sometimes you've got a correlation between two variables that is not linear. It might be a curve. It might be a sine curve, like a seasonal curve, right? It might be a logarithmic curve, something like that. So you can put in things that will, you know, put your data in the right shape. That's the kind of thing. Or if you see there's a data file that's needed, we did a project a while ago about housing in Wichita for foreign students. And we had the bus information where the bus stops were correlated with where the apartment complexes were correlated with where Wichita State was, right? So we had to take that data from 3 different sources. Am I on the right topic here? They're not looking at me. Hopefully they will tell me if I say something I'm not supposed to. We know you need time to dive deeper, so we're going to take 2 weeks to understand everything about the data. So no submissions for anything for the project this week. We'll see that next week, in 2 weeks. The next submission will be to prepare a document that has a cover page, content, and then of course page 3 is in, a few paragraphs about the topic. Cite the papers that you have found, the background work that you've done until now. And look at what the scientific papers say about the data set, mention about that work, talk about the data set, explain everything that you have found out about the data set using Jupyter Notebook, right? So what kind of exploratory data analysis you've been able to do with your data sets, right? Good visualizations are, of course, appreciated. We're going to try to do some visualization discussions next week. It might have to wait until the week after next. We still have time to do that. But the visualizations we've already done in our EDA are useful just there, right by themselves, right? So in the future, you're going to want to explain what you think you can do with the data. Types of models you want to build, you know, why you want to use those specific kinds of models. If you have references, APA format, really? We're going to be that? Okay, fine. Mention all the images, tables, formulas with numbers, and mention those in your content. So as you're describing things, don't just throw in a picture, you know, have something in your text that describes what that graph is talking about, right? And label it so we can find it. So figure 1 says how the rainfall changed over the last 10 years, right? Do not keep citations without references, right? This is called plagiarism. If you cite, you know, if you cite something, use it, and you don't have a reference back to where it is, right? So we will have some set of the references that you have. We'll verify that they're accurate references. If you've got an irrelevant citation, we'll go ahead and take off points for that. So be careful that your paper is tight and coherent and everything is on the same topic. Keep an eye on the formatting of the document. Try to make it professional. Okay, boy, wow, this is, yeah. It's cool having PhD students to make sure that we stay honest with our program, with our project here. So document submission deadline. We really need to start filling in these X's on here sometime. Anyhow, The document submission deadline is going to be the end of the month. Yes, so February 28th, March 1st, someplace right in there. What is the days? We'll get that down to you, but you've got at least, yeah, 28th, March 2nd, Sunday, midnight. Good luck with your projects. And that is our project description. If you have any questions about that, ask now or drop us an email or stop by office during office hours.